Hello everyone. Today we are here to learn about journal entries. Preparation of journal entries is followed by two approaches. There are traditional approach and modern approach. As per traditional approach, we can classify every financial item into three types. They are personal account, real account, and nominal account. So, what does this account type means? Personal account is any account that is related with individual person or something that can be perceived as a person, like Ram, Shyam, which may be debtors or creditors, or it may be Raju and company or anything else like that. Similarly, real account relates with assets of the company or the firm. It includes both tangible and intangible assets. Examples of real account may be furniture, cash, or building. Similarly, nominal account relates with income, expenses, gains, and losses. Every item of expenses and every item of income are nominal account. For example, salary or interest expenses or the sales and purchases. So let's go to the golden rule of traditional accounting system. What is golden rules to traditional approach? Uh, for every personal account, we debit the item that is receiver. If a person receives something from another person, the person receiving is debited and the person giving is credited. For example, if we hand over cash to Mr. Ram, Ram account is debited and cash account is credited. Similarly, if we receive something from Ram, then Ram is the giver, so we have to credit Ram. Similarly, in real accounts, the rule is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. For every assets and liabilities, debit is something that for every assets, debit is something that we receive that comes in, and credit is something that goes out. For example, if we receive cash from someone, then cash account is debited. Similarly, if we give cash to someone else, then cash account is credited. The rules for nominal account is that we debit every item of expenses and losses, and we credit all items of incomes and gains. For example, if we pay salary to someone, the expenses related to salary is debited. That is, we debit the salary account and we credit cash account because we paid cash. And as for real accounts concept, credit is what goes out. In this case, cash goes out, so we credit cash, and salary is an expense, so we debit salary. Let's go to modern approach. As per modern approach, every item of financial account can be divided into 5 groups, and they are assets, liabilities, capital, or we can say owner's equity, expenses, and income. So we have the definitions of each and every item. We have talked about assets, liabilities, and capital in our previous video of accounts equation, so I will not go with that. Let's talk about revenue and expenses. Revenue is income that a business, a firm, or a company earns from its normal business activities. If there is a furniture showroom, then the amount that is received from the sale of furniture is revenue. If a company deals with soaps, the cash received from the sale of soaps is revenue. Similarly, expense is the cost that is used to generate such revenues. If we pay salary or if we pay interest to bank, then it is expense. Similarly, if we purchase some items before selling it, then it is expenses. Now we go to the golden rule of modern approach. The rule is that each and every item of assets and expenses are debited if they are increased and credited if they are decreased. For example, if we pay cash to someone, then our cash is decreasing, so we credit cash account. If we get furniture from someone, our furniture is increasing, that is our asset is increasing, we debit furniture account. If we pay salary to our employee, then our expenses is increasing, so we debit salary account. Similarly, if we make sales of our furniture, then our assets is decreasing, so we credit furniture account. I hope you understand this approach. Now, second rule is liabilities, revenue and capital items are debited only if they decrease and are credited only if they increase. For example, if we have to pay loan, if we have to pay a principal of loan to someone else, then our loan account will be debited. If we receive the same loan from someone else, our liability is increasing, so we credit the loan account. Also, if there is sales, if a furniture showroom makes sales of any account, makes sales of furniture, then we are making sales and generating revenues, so our revenue is increasing, we credit sales account. If a shop that trades on land and building sells land, similarly, if we generate capital by sale of share capital, then our share capital is increased, so share capital account is credited. This is very important approach. For understanding, traditional approach may seem easier, but the important rule in preparation of journal entry is from modern approach, because modern approach cannot be mistaken in any scenario. So I suggest everyone to use modern approach while preparation of any journal entries, because with modern approach we can prepare any item, any transaction as a journal entry. Let's go to some example. Here is our first example, which says Ram started business with cash of rupees 20,000. As for traditional approach, Ram is investing in business, so our personal account here is Ram, but Ram is the giver, and he is, what is he giving? He is giving us capital, so Ram account should be credited. But what should we debit? We should debit cash, because cash is a real account and increment and cash is the receiver, so cash is what comes in, so we debit cash account. While as per modern approach, cash is an asset and it is increasing, so we debit cash account, and capital is increasing, capital is also increasing, so we credit capital account. Hence the journal entry will be cash account debit to capital account. Let's go to example 2, which states that Ram purchased goods for rupees 20,000 on cash. It means Ram is making purchase. Purchase is an expense item, so we debit purchase account here. While cash is an asset, we are giving cash to someone else and decreasing, hence the cash is decreasing, so we credit cash here. As per traditional approach also, purchase is nominal account expenses, so it is debited, and cash is real account, it is going out, so it is credited. Let's go to example 3, which states Ram purchased goods for rupees 20,000 on credit. It means our purchase is increasing, but we are buying the goods on credit, hence our liabilities is increasing, our creditors are increasing as per modern approach, so we credit creditors account here. Similarly, as per traditional approach, creditors are the someone who is giving something, and being a personal account, the giver is always credited, hence we credit creditors account. Next example is Ram sold goods for rupees 20,000 on cash. So our cash is increasing, which is an assets, hence cash account is debited. and our sales is also increasing. Sales is nominal account, so it is credited. Similarly, sales is revenue item which is increasing, hence it is credited. So the entry will be cash account debit to sales account. Another example is Ram sold goods for rupees 25,000 on credit. Here Ram is selling goods, so debtors account is debited. Let's say for example Raju here. It is a personal account and he is receiving our goods, so debtors account is debited, and our sales is also increasing, which is a revenue item, so the sales is credited, hence the entry will be debtors account debit to sales account. Let's go to another example which says Ram paid salary of rupees 10,000 to his employee. Here salary is an expense item, and we all know that expense if increased is debited, so salary account is debited here, and we are paying something. We are paying the employees in cash. Cash is an asset and it is decreasing, so cash account is credited by the same amount, hence the entry will be salary account debit to cash account. Thank you so much for viewing this video. If you have any queries, please contact us.